Welcome to Profiles in Eccentricity, a show about weirdos. With your hosts, John Fahey, Aaron Peter, and Matt Brousseau.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Profiles in Eccentricity. It's a show about weirdos, doggone it. Matt, you got something weird, right?
Yeah, oh, baby. Here's an article. I've been holding on to this, just waiting. I mean, sometimes you see it and you know.
Yeah.
It's just so obvious. And I don't always want to just be showing up with just random news stories, but here's one we can all learn from, I think.
I love learning.
I guess I'll start with the headline. Man suffers 9-day erection after bruising taint in moped accident. It has everything just in the title.
Suffers?
9-day erection doesn't sound like a whole lot of suffering, buddy.
I know. Just happened to coincide with my trip to Aruba.
Man suffers trip
get
to
there?
Aruba.
Wait. So,
I biked.
All right. So lay it on me.
So this guy, he's in Italy.
Oh, that's with the moped.
Yeah.
Dude, those Italians, they got 9-day erections all the time.
What?
Dude, Italians?
Oh, yeah. Berlusconi? Forget about it.
Go parties? Whatever they're called.
According to a report, a 35-year-old man fell off his moped 9 days before his visit to the ER. At first, he only seemed to have bruised his perineum. You know, the taint, the gooch,
The butt sack, the grundle.
the grundle. Before long, he developed an erection that lasted more than 4 hours. It wasn't painful, no other symptoms. He did have mild discomfort while walking.
He did not.
He did.
He had, because, you're walking around with a heart on.
Yeah. There's going to be some discomfort there.
I mean,
You got to tuck it up.
yeah. You got to tuck it under your cummerbund or whatever. That's what it's called, a cummerbund.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's where you bund up your cummer.
So dumb.
I can't even say it's like 4:54 in the a.m.
Yeah,
It's like 10
actually
o'clock.
early.
I know. Yeah.
So he went to the ER and he had what was classified as a grade 4 erection. The highest tally.
Yeah. Grade 4, huh?
Oh, wait.
Sounds like a Canadian erection.
Where
I'm at a grade 4?
where does it end? What's the top?
I'll explain. There's the erection hardness score,
Oh.
which is one of two measures of an erection.
Yeah, maybe you, bro.
Two official measures of an erection. I think we all have our own.
Yeah, there's an anger measurement. How steamed it is.
So it's called
The dick is telling you.
Yeah, I gotta unzip the tip.
So, of course, we all know about the International Index of Erectile Function,
Absolutely.
The International Index of Erectile
the
Function.
IIEF.
No. Is that real?
It's considered the gold standard for assessing a man's erections.
Really?
now-
and now who is the ambassador from Nepal at the IIEF?
I believe the man from Chad has the floor.
I believe a man in Chad.
I just want to say that the honorable right gentleman from China's dick ain't shit, and that's not a hard-on. In Nepal, the monkeys swing from our fucking hard-ons. He's Chinese, and that's all.
Jokes. He's putting level 2 grade PPs in our coats. Am I right, honorable friend here? I might say that.
Oh, God. Okay, so
The IIEF is a 15-item self-reported questionnaire that evaluates 5 domains: erectile function, orgasmic function, sexual desire, intercourse satisfaction, and overall satisfaction.
Oh.
like how pleased we all are.
How was it afterwards?
Yeah,
Right, so are you getting hard? Are you nutting?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying the process of these
Is
things?
she nutting?
And overall, what's your takeaway?
What does the family think?
And the dog? Why don't we ask the dog?
Yeah, is the dog happy with it?
Don't get me started on the dog.
Now, but that's the IIEF, and that's what some would say the old way of measuring.
The
old guard,
advancements are
the orthodoxy.
Yes.
Oh, forget it.
It's self-reported.
Doctors hate these guys.
The new version was developed in 1998. It's the EHS.
Now, is that because they had particle, like CERN went online?
Yes, exactly. That's
Now, the new way was developed, I'm sorry, when?
in 1998, John.
1998.
Now, that was the year you first had your first boner.
Yeah.
And that's probably why they had to
no
set such a new
coincidence.
standard, because your cock came online like Skynet.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, and I still have it.
Hard on alert.
And I still have it, and it's
Except
only
has become
mildly
self-aware.
uncomfortable.
Long Island is smaller than we thought it was.
Sir, I'm getting massive disruptions in the Long Island quadrant.
Yeah.
Send in the drones.
Well, the problem was the IIEF was kind of like shitting on my boner, and so I was
Is
like,
that because you were fucking it in the ass?
yeah.
Okay.
I was like, we got to redraw the rules.
Hold on.
Let's go back to the drawing board.
You're going to need a bigger Sharpie.
So the EHS, the erection hardness score, is
Fuck out of
The
here.
erection hardness score.
the EHS, or East Hampton High School. Shout out to Eagles.
Nice.
Our team's harder than yours, bro.
And the tool, as they call it, men can. It's a Likert scale. I don't know. I forgot to look up what a Likert scale.
Oh,
Holy
how do you
shit.
spell
Likert.
that? Sounds Swiss.
Anybody that is really in any leadership positions in any of these societies is getting a profile.
They're dickheads.
Yeah, the dickheads. Yeah.
Hey,
Seriously.
yes.
They measure.
Now, sir, what do you do? You're speed dating with that guy? I'm a head of an international non-governmental organization that is responsible for the maintenance and record keeping of basically a standard body measurement for the hardness and tumescence of penises all around the world.
They have a thing in The Sopranos where Christopher gets made, and he's now a made guy, and part of it is it's so rife with informers and snitches that at any new guy at the lowest rung of the ladder at a given moment has to do a strip and be searched by the guy. So they're all they're all hanging out in a bar or whatever, and they're like go in the back and they make them get naked, and the guy that's really busting his balls, Paulie, goes, I guess you could call that a dick. And I think that's all the IIEF was doing.
Yeah.
It's just
That's a dick.
international body of people going, maybe you, bro.
Is there a number lower than 1?
Well, you know how with the kilogram, there's in France, there's a actual weight.
That is the standard.
Is there a dick somewhere where they're well, how does it compare to that?
It's definitely not John Holmes's, because that thing was
I think it's gone.
barely workable softy most of the time.
Yeah. But
Who's got
big.
the hardest dick in porn? Who's got the hardest?
Those
little ones.
They said that about Ron Jeremy too. That it's a big softy,
Yeah, it's a big
spongy. they say.
Yeah. It looks like it just went a few too many rounds.
Yeah.
Just like it was just swollen as opposed to hard.
It had concussions.
Oh yeah.
It's like Jake LaMotta, some old washed up
He
fox.
couldn't even sign his own name at the end.
Well, his head's all fucked up. He had to bury his way through all that pubic hair for decades.
He's got CTED.
Big calloused head.
Okay, so why the IIEF is a 15 question thing.
Self-reporting.
There's only
Malarkey.
one question for the EHS. How would you rate the hardness of your erection? And there are 5 possible answers. We'll go through 0 through 4 right now.
Vagina.
0, penis does not enlarge.
Huh.
4.
Oh, so it's wow.
4. Penis is
to get bigger? Maybe you, bro.
Is there another part to this test?
You talking about like, your dick is like the Incredible Hulk or
Oh,
something?
do you make your dick angry? Do you give it little purple shorts on your balls?
the only thing that doesn't break.
My dick stays a scientist.
Mine's both. That's the end game.
Very nice.
0, penis is not large. 1, penis is larger, but not hard. 2,
John Holmes.
Much larger, not harder.
2, penis is hard, but not hard enough for penetration.
Jesus Christ. So workable softy is level 3?
Dude, that's not even workable, softy. That's just softy.
Right. Penis 3. 3, penis is hard enough for penetration, but not completely hard. So that's your 3s.
So
Yeah.
that's a workable softy.
Yeah.
And then 4, what this guy had when he went to the ER, penis is completely hard and fully rigid. You know,
And what's 5?
there is no.
Oh,
there is no
0
five.
is the
0,
placeholder. I mean, there should be
Thanks,
a 5.
Thanks,
There should be a
Arabic.
5.
Yeah, the 3 Dog Night 5.
Oh, yeah. That split hot dog?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about when there's like boner bounce because the blood doesn't know where to go?
Boner
Right,
bounce?
right.
Oh,
Boner
the,
bounce.
The pulsation.
The throbbing.
Yeah, that's called
That's
a throbbing.
that's level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Critical
Where it's like-
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
We've got a critical. So,
It's about to melt down. Pump this shit back to the heart. We don't got room, bro.
Cool it down. Cool it down. Covered in water.
no, we're all full.
Hopefully he gets a bruise or something.
Melting Russian men.
So you get
So this guy had a Category 4 cock
9
hurricane.
days.
9 day.
Yeah.
So imagine the hurricane of hard-ons just stayed on your town.
You had to imagine
9
for
days.
like the first 2 days, he was like, well, I'm just going to do as much as I can.
And then,
And then it
day
was-
4.5 comes along and he thinks it's over.
Yeah.
But that's just the eye of the storm.
Forget about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the best part. And maybe he thinks, maybe I'm like this forever.
Yeah. Is it my superpower? Did he come or?
It didn't say. And it's a good thing he wasn't.
What?
He definitely tried
Yeah.
to make himself
Oh, that was
come.
the first thing he did, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not coming, why are you riding a moped anyway? You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Vibrations.
So, but if it lasts too long, the
Priapism.
erection, priapism, right, is a blockage of blood vessels connected to the penis.
No, I'm sorry. What is that? Can you guys?
Priapus was the god of virility in ancient Greece, and
True?
yeah, and so
For real?
I didn't know that.
yeah, he had a big old fucking heart on,
Well, yeah,
and
yeah,
but it was
yeah.
seen as savagery, and that's why all the statues had smaller cocks, because big lumbrous cocks like we all have, huge, big Category 5
I had a
cocks.
tear in my leg when I worked
Yeah.
out.
They were seen as, savage and unintelligent.
Like the Hulk.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
And
exactly
the,
right.
the scientist.
They preferred more of a Bruce Banner
scientist
style
that-
penis.
yeah.
Complete with glasses and white lab coat.
When I finish this algorithm, I might have time for a hard on. Perhaps I don't know.
I'll
quite
get to
Yeah.
the hard on
But
later.
right now, I'm in more of a kind of Matt Damon mode.
Matt Damon.
yeah. From the famous film where he's a
Savant janitor.
Saving Private Ryan.
Loki.
Earn it. Earn it. Earn that big, beautiful dick that's beginning to curl.
That's not good.
So priapism is the condition where you have an erection lasting 4 hours or longer.
Yeah, it's too long.
Too long hard cock.
And now what's the fallout from
Too
that?
long, fool.
Well, there's two types. There's low flow
love.
and high flow.
Oh. Huh? Oh, I'm high flow big time.
Yeah.
So low flow is it's caused by blood that won't leave.
Mm-hmm.
And that's usually caused by erectile drugs and neurological conditions. High flow means the blood won't stop rushing. So it's leaving, but it's coming back.
Yeah. Doing a loop.
I think we have two different kinds of priapism here, John. I think like your blood's just like hanging out.
Sit-in protest.
Yeah, like, we're kicking it, bro. Like,
We're
cool.
here to hang out.
We're shutting this shit down.
Right,
But
absolutely.
like my dick is so popular that people just keep rushing into it.
Onto or into?
In the blood.
Oh,
The blood.
I like to build foundations. You like to.
Stop.
Well, you like,
You like to do
you
more
got
of the thing?
old. You literally have old blood in your dick, and like
Yeah.
my dick is constantly being refreshed by the vigor
the
of
new
That's right, all
platelets
that
and
new
stuff.
blood.
plasma. Yep. You just got a big old stank blood dick.
Yeah.
So
Big
what-
old stubborn donkey.
So what usually happens with the high flow priapism is that the blood vessels around the area have been injured or ruptured in some way.
Oh, that sounds like
So
you.
there's not a release. There's just
And that's in the high flow?
yeah.
right. That's
And
the fucked up one.
Well, why don't they just put leeches on it?
well, they kind of did. So like, the blood starts pooling, and
That's
what
you are.
happens
You're a dick leech, John.
if there's a blockage? Especially this happens with low flow. There's a blockage. It can kill off tissue and permanently damage the penis.
Necrosis.
If unresolved in just a few hours.
Oh.
But high flow is much less dangerous because there's the flow.
Right. You don't want, stale blood.
Stale blood's no good.
No.
No risk, no reward.
This is what we train for.
You got to earn it.
Earn it.
Earn it.
Use it.
Abuse it. Abuse me.
So,
Die away.
so what they did is they did a kind of a newfangled procedure. They used a catheter to carefully pick out the arteries directly feeding the erection, and they created blood clots near each fistula.
Holy fucking shit.
And then they used this little foam that would break down on its own in 4 to 6 weeks, and or a microcoil designed to block one blood vessel.
So they had a lot of.
They went to town.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit going to this guy's
Yeah.
dick.
They said, "Here's our chance."
In the Matrix, when Neo gets out of the Matrix,
Yeah.
and then he's like, just like he's laying.
all ones and
he's laying
zeros?
on the slab. No, he's laying on the slab in the.
right. Oh, right. Yeah.
And then they got all these needles in them and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, why do my eyes hurt? Because you've never used them.
Yeah.
That's this guy's dick.
Yeah.
It's all full of needles and instruments.
It was Neo.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah.
But the thing is
It's
that
true, it's
it
true.
doesn't even really need to be, taken apart. It's just that
You gotta let it out.
people don't want a guy going around with a hard on all the time. So doctors actually hate this guy.
Yeah.
They do hate
Well,
this guy.
especially
Yeah.
in public.
What do you
Even if
walk-
they're not in the office.
9 days?
No one likes this guy. Shopkeepers.
What were those 9 days like, huh?
Beehives hate this guy. Anything with a hole in it hates this guy.
You got to see it. You got to see this.
You gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah. Day 6 was probably like really dope.
I'm guessing he
It's
wore
just
like a
one
lot
simple
of
trick.
robes.
There's just one simple trick,
Yeah.
falling off a moped.
Yeah. Bruising your taint.
Who's your
Yeah,
tape?
you don't have to cut a hole in a cantaloupe and rub it on your dick or whatever those
No,
gifts show.
Don't. In fact, don't.
Don't.
How do we
I mean, you could. Let us know.
I do.
Throw it in the comments.
Oh, try it out big time.
I do think it's pretty telling that the camera messed up when I put the papers on it, and for the entire article, only John was shown.
Yeah?
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, because you are the big
You're Long Island.
tumescent dick of the show.
Tumescent?
Yeah.